My name is Barbie. What's your name? My name is Ken. Would you want to be my friend? Look at my hand, it's so big. It can touch your eyeball. Can you feel me touching your eyeball? Hey, don't do that. Look at my finger. I said no, no. You want a kiss? I don't want to kiss you. You want to hug? Are you going to punch me? Let's hug. Oh, we kissed on accident. Ah! Hey guys! Sorry you caught me playing with my action figures. Welcome to the Mr. Gray Live Show. I am your wascally cartoonist and host of this very show. And today I'm going to be your creative pilot as we journey into imagination land right here on my whiteboard. And you're going to find out why I'm holding monster version of Barbie and Ken. This is Barbie and this is Ken, obviously. So join me guys for the next hour as I teach you how to draw cartoons right here in a super fun step-by-step process right here on my super shiny whiteboard. It's super shiny. So if it's your first time joining the Mr. Gray Live Show, you can do one of two things. You can either A, get your pencils, crayons, markers, and or ketchup. I've said ketchup before. I can't think about maybe mud. There we go. You can draw with mud. Or you can B, get your snickety stacks, your popcorns, your ice creams, your candy bars, mash them all together, and you can eat. And you can just sit back and enjoy the show. We're going to be drawing cartoons. It's going to be super fun. So before we start this show, let's go to producer Rosie to find out what tonight's theme is. What is it? Monsters! That's right. It's not only monsters though, it's chubby monsters. Like this chubby little big, well, chubby monster that has tiny wings and he can fly. I don't know. It was chosen by you guys last week on Wednesday. We are here on Tuesday because I got to soak up the sun tomorrow. So we shifted the show, and everything we draw here is chosen by you guys. Every show at the end of the show, we bring out the whimsical wheel of whimsy. We write down 14 possible themes. We spin it and we let fate decide. And fate decided that today we're going to draw chubby monsters. So let's get rid of that. Ew! That's how you get rid of that. So I'm going to take my Ken doll and Barbie doll and put them aside because they are far too much fun. And I'm going to get out my handy dandy marker and we're going to learn how to draw cartoons. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, let's learn how to draw chubby monsters. All right, if you want to draw along with me, which I think you should, let's do it. You want to make sure you hold your paper horizontal on this one, and we're going to draw our first chubby monster. So to start with our chubby monster, we're going to start with the eyes because that is my favorite way to draw cartoons. Once you got the first eyeball in there, all you got to do is add another eyeball. Once you got the second eyeball in there, well, you're going to add another one because it is a monster. And then you can just go ahead and add his pupils looking off. All right, so we're just going to make this a really chubby monster. So to do that, we're going to add one really big line. So you're going to go from, let's say, about here-ish. Big old chubby monster, just like that. And if you want to get some sense of what we're doing here, actually, you know what, let's finish, then you'll see. This is actually going to be a big old belly, just like that. And then what I like to do is I like to add a little drop shadow, that way we know they're on the ground. And this is a really weird way to attack it, but you know, whatever works for you, that's all that matters. If you're at home, or you're driving in the car, or you're sitting in the back of the car, or you're on the roof of your house for some reason, make sure you color that in a full black. And let's go up here and let's start adding some detail to our chubby monster. So first, we're gonna add our smile, and what we're gonna do next is we're gonna add 2 cheeks for this one. We're gonna add a lot of 2 cheeks today. Let's go ahead and add a little tooth, because, you know, he's a silly guy. Let's go ahead and add just his tail. And you want to go from thick to thin. And then I'm gonna give all of our monsters today the same shaped tail so you can get used to it. Little rounded triangle. Let's go up here. Let's start making it a monster. So you're gonna add one curved horn, and you're gonna repeat the same step right on the other side. And then I'm thinking some spikes. So for that, just good old fancy rounded triangles. Now, I'm actually gonna switch to my thinner marker right now. And we're gonna add some tiny hands. So right here, you're gonna add two curved parallel lines. And then I'm gonna give him 3 fingers. So 1 thumb, and these are just elongated U's. So if you can do the alphabet, you can do this. Let's go ahead and have this one like he's waving at somebody. His friend Steve is over there somewhere. And let's go ahead and give him 2 belly buttons because he's a monster. So we have 1, monsters have 2. These are facts. The facts of life. Okay, so let's go ahead and add his little foot. 2 parallel lines just like that. Then you're gonna round off the bottom just like that. And for his toe, we are gonna add 1, 2. Let's add a little circle here. And then 2 little claw thingies. And then let's add this other foot coming out around here. Same shape. And then let's add some drool because, you know, because why not? All right, so now I already have my thinner marker out, which is what you want to do detail with. So let's go ahead and do some details. And if you say details, stop it, okay? It's detail. And don't say caramel, just say caramel, okay? Sorry, I must have drank some haterade. I don't mean to hate on your speech, but it's called detail. But I guess if you're in a presentation or something, you want to say, the details of the project are overwhelming. Okay, so what I'm going to do a lot tonight is along the edge of this, I'm going to add some circles, and I hope you do the same. And together, we will have a awesome time. And then let's make our monster furry, hairy, fuzzy, whatever the heck we call it. And this is our monster saying hello to Steve. And don't forget, the last thing you need to do when you finish your masterpiece is sign it. And why the heck do you sign your masterpiece? Well, that's so somebody, if they're walking by or maybe they're lightly jogging by and you have your artwork somewhere, and they're like, oh, I wonder who did that. Boom. They would say an MR and a weird symbol and a smiley face drew that, because they probably don't know what that is. But we know, and that's all that matters, and that whole explanation defeated what I was trying to say. But sign your artwork, and if it's your first time joining the Mr. Gray Live show, you've probably heard me say it a million times, but put the date on the back, because numbers and art are should not be together. Numbers are disgusting. They should stay far away from art. And what else? If you guys are enjoying it, please share this show, spread it around the world. Help the Mr. Gray Live show make its way to a television set, Netflix near you. So help me share it, share the silliness. And don't forget to put in your themes throughout the show. That's how we decide what we're drawing. Like tonight, we're drawing chubby monsters. So if you want your theme in, just start typing it in the comment section throughout the entire show. Producer Rosie will use her magic powers, add it to the list. And at the end of the show, we're going to spin the whimsical wheel of whimsy and find out what we're drawing next Wednesday. Next Wednesday. Who's ready to get into another drawing? I know I am. Let's get into it. Looks like an oven mitt monster. I recently just bought an oven mitt. True story. Let me tell you about oven mitts, though. Mr. Gray's got a big hand, and some oven mitts my hand won't even fit in, which is super embarrassing. But struggle, hashtag struggle. What am I missing? What? Fire? Even from... What am I missing? I'm getting a thumbs up. There's a fire somewhere? There's no fire. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and start drawing because I'm a little slow. All right, if you wanna draw cartoons, I know you do, start drawing along with me. You don't need to be Michelangelo to draw. You just need your imagination, your heart, a hand, a pencil, something to draw with. Anyways, let's do this. This next one, paper horizontal. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. Okay, for this next one, you're gonna hold it horizontal and you're gonna draw 1 eyeball, 2 eyeball, 3 eyeball, 4 eyeballs. 4 eyeballs because we're drawing monsters. And we're gonna have them staring off into nothing. Just staring off into nothingness. Add a little eye thing right there. We're gonna mash his head in because why the heck not? So we're gonna add one little shape like that, one little shape like that, and that's a mashed in head for our mashed in monster. All right, so let's just get the structure of his face, just like that. And I do apologize, folks. It sounds like I am slipping into my southern twin brother voice, and I cannot help it. It seems like it's a growing theme for the episode. Okay, so to show you this next move, which is super simple, and you're gonna love it, and you're gonna tell all your friends about it, you're gonna add the belly of the beast, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do your very best job ever to draw a straight line. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why I chose to go this direction with my line, but sometimes your heart decides what you want to do before you even know what it's doing. I have never pushed a line forward, but here we are. All right, so remember that tail that we did from the last one? Well, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna do this tail whenever we have tails. That way you guys get really good at this tail. Now before we finish this, let's go ahead and start adding. So this is a chubby monster, and he's proud of it. And you're just gonna add a bunch of lines just like that. It doesn't have to be exactly how I did it, but he's a slug. He's a monster slug, so you get the basic idea. Okay, so let's add his mouth. So all we're gonna do here is just like that, and that is gonna go into his cheek. And then let's add a line right under that so he looks super silly. And then maybe 2 dots for his nose. That way he can smell when there's candy or cupcakes around. And 2 little teeth, because look at how silly he looks with his teeth. All right, so now I'm gonna switch to this. You know what this is? It's a super thin marker. Not really, but it's thin. I just forgot what my brain was gonna say. Let's go ahead and make some slime. Slime is really easy. You can't really mess it up because slime doesn't really have a way that it moves, right? It's water. It could be any shape in the world. Okay, so, oh, that's what I was gonna tell you. Woo, brain fart. The thinner marker is to add detail. So if you wanna give your character more character, it is always a good idea to use different line widths in your drawing. So we're gonna add these little antenna things right up yonder, right on these little points here of his mashed in head. My name is Martin and I'm a monster. And I'm drooling too. You know what? He's probably looking at Steve or whatever his name was. Marshmallow Man. What was his name? Someone said he looked like a something monster. I can't remember. My memory's terrible. Let's do some detail. Let's just add that. Boom. There it is. That's the underside of his belly. Now we're gonna go around this backside. Remember that circle thing I showed you guys? Remember? Yeah, you do. Let's do it. Circle party, everybody, it's a circle party. Let's add some more circles. Ooh, guess what? I should show you guys something. This is a true story. True story coming from my life. Ready? I'm gonna teach you something. Don't leave. Stay here to find out what I'm about to teach you. It's gonna blow your mind into smithereens. Nobody uses that word anymore. So check this out. Next time somebody's like, nuh-uh, I did it more, and then they go, I did it in infinity. Guess what? I know how to beat it. If somebody says they can do something infinity, right? Infinity is this, right? So it goes forever. You know what you say? I can do it double infinity. Boom. Because you know what? They can't come back from that. You can't do triple infinity. It's it. It's game over. So that's what you do. So you heard it right here from the Mr. Gray live show. You heard it first. So tell your friends where you heard it after you win that argument. Okay, let's make him hairy. Double infinity. Brilliant. All right, and the last thing you want to do when you finish your masterpiece, you guys know what it is? I know what it is. You're gonna sign that bad boy. I'm gonna go here. Ugh. And that is how you draw a super chubby slug monster. Slug monster. Chosen by you guys. Why are we drawing chubby monsters tonight? Who is this guy? Well, I'm Mr. Gray, and if you don't know who I am, I have these. But no, I'm a cartoonist. I make coloring books. Check it out in all of its awesomeness. I have 3 coloring books out right now, Amazon.com. And if you order right now, they're still gonna be there. I was gonna pretend to be an infomercial. But look how thick these are. If you like to color, or you know somebody that loves to color, I got animal mashups, which are creatures that I mash together, like this ractopus. These are just animals, and this is food. So don't eat the book. They're all on Amazon. They're $9.99. They're amazing. Over 74 drawings, 164 pages. Fun facts on every page. All drawn by yours truly. And that is a chubby monster. And if you're wondering why we're drawing chubby monsters, I didn't finish it. But every show, you guys put your theme in under this arrow where the comments are, and you say, I want to see banana superheroes. I want to see dinosaurs in bathing suits. I want to see whatever your imagination can come up with. It does not matter how specific it is. As long as it's not a copyrighted character like Mickey Mouse, we're going to draw it. And we're going to find out at the end of the show if it gets picked. So start throwing in your themes, stick around to the end, and we're going to find out what we're drawing next Wednesday. We're usually here on Wednesday, but since tomorrow is the 4th day of July, we got to take a break. I gotta soak up that sun, get my bronzer on. You know, I gotta chillax, as they say. I don't think anyone says that. That's embarrassing. Let's move forward. Do you want to draw along with me? Everyone say bye to Martin. Oh, Martin. That's why I named him Martin. Martin is in my head. That's me talking to myself, if you were wondering who I'm talking to. That is me talking to myself. All right, you guys ready? If you want to draw along with me, we're going to draw a 2-eared, 4-eyed monster. Stick around. You're going to put your paper vertical like this. The long ways. Make it long ways tall. Okay, ready? Let's draw this monster. Here we go. He's 4 eyes. He's got he's got 4 ears, 4 eyes. You ready? Guess what we're going to start with? An eyeball. You're like, I knew that, Mr. Gray. That's what you always start with. All right, well, there's 4 eyeballs. And you know what? Let's make them all cross-eyed. How do we do that? Like this? There we go. 4 cross eyes. All right, this is our 4-eared, 4-eye monster. Let's add an eye thingy above here. Now, before I actually do the top of his head, let's go ahead and put in those ears. 1, 2. And then all you got to do is a little line for the inside of the ear. Now we can draw the top of his head. Just like that. And add a line there. And you know what? I lied. We're going to do 6 eyes. Let's add 2 more eyes above his head. So you're going to do 2 curved lines just like that. You're going to add a circle just like that. You're going to add another 2 curved lines. You're going to add a circle just like that. And then let's make these eyes cross-eyed too. And then just so we know they're safely planted here, let's just add a little top part to it. All right, so for the mouth, we're going to do I believe it's called an underbite. Right? I think that's an underbite. An overbite would be over. All right, so that's going to be under. All right, so now we have to actually add the 2 ears. 1 ear. 2 ears. Now we got our 4-ear, 6-eye monster. All right, so this next line, you're gonna bring right past the ear, right about there, okay? So now this line is actually just gonna go right into his arm, and we're gonna make him a short, stout, chubby monster. So to do that, you're just gonna draw 1 curved line like that, and that's gonna go right into his first finger. And before we do that, let's taper this arm, just like that. And now we can add 1 thumb, and then you can curve this line right back up into that line, and you can add another finger right there. And that's how you draw his 3-fingered arm. Now let's go here and add his chest. Now tonight's theme is chubby monsters, so let's make this monster super chubby. So here's what we're gonna do. Just a big old belly. Look at that big old belly on that big old chubby monster. Now we're gonna bring this line down here, and we're gonna start building in the legs. Okay? Then you're gonna add another line right here. That's his leg, right? He's got a big, big chubby leg. And we are gonna draw. Yes, we are gonna draw. What the heck am I saying? Oh, we're gonna draw 2 toes. 2 toes like this. Oh boy, there comes the voice again. And we're gonna add 2 claws. 2 claws? Mr. Gray's losing it. Okay. We're gonna repeat this same wacky wonky foot going the other way for our chubby monster. Did I do that? I think I did that foot really far out, didn't I? Sometimes I can't see. But you know what? Maybe it fell that way. But you know what? You don't have to fix it. It's art and it's meant to be fun. So let's go ahead and give him a drop shadow. That way we know our character is safely planted on the ground. And then if you're at home, I would highly suggest coloring this in. And don't forget, guys, to check out my website, QuickDrawMcDrew.com. There is a section on there called Fan Art. And if you message me your drawings right here on Facebook, I'm going to put them up there. They're super cool. It's cool to see everyone's art. I'm going to add some claws here. Alright, we're going to repeat this same arm right over here. I think we're about ready for that detail part. You know what? Let's give him a tail, but let's give him a skinny tail. I'm gonna have it come out here. That worked. Oh, I just came up with this idea. Oh, snap. We're gonna make it 7 eyes, people. 7 eyeballs. 4 ears, 7 eyes, monster. Alright, if you're drawing along with me, which I really hope you are, but if you're just watching it and having a blasty blast, that's all that matters. I am going to switch to my handy dandy thinner marker. It's apparently low odor, which is good. And I'm going to go through with this marker and add some detail. So let's start with our 4 belly buttons. 4 4 belly buttons because he's a monster. And you know what? I could put 30. You can't even question it because he's a monster. That's the best part. How about some lines to make this crack? And you know what? If you're not drawing, you could be super awesome. Share this video right now to your friends, your family, your cousin Steve. And say, Steve, check it out. It's super cool. Let's go ahead and add some circles. You guys remember this circle trick? Remember circle party? Whoop whoop. You can't mess this part up unless you draw a square. So don't draw a square. See all these circles? It makes it really fun. I like to add some dots too within my circles. The dots represent every star in the galaxy. There's only like 6 stars. Just kidding. There's a lot. Should we make this monster drool too? I think so. I don't know why they're all drooling. But I don't know. I want to. They're funnier when they're drooling. Let's add some spots on his body. What you guys think? You don't have to. If you're like, Mr. Gray, you had me up until that. Well, guess what? It's your drawing. You do what you want. You know what? Just for fun, I'm going to put a fly over here. What is that? Alright, guys, and you know the last thing you're supposed to do? Do you guys know? You know. Sign your masterpiece. What is that? I don't even know my own signature. Anyways, that is how you draw a... What do we land on? 7 eyes, 4 ear monster. He is super scary, but not really, because look at the way he looks at that fly. Super endearing. If it's your first time here on the Mr. Gray Live Show, welcome. I'm Mr. Gray. If you've been watching since the start of the show and you're like, Mr. Gray, if you say that one more time, I'm gonna be so happy. Then let me ask you a question. How many people know what this is? If you don't know what this is, I guess this dictates, this tells you how old I am. I know what this is. I grew up on this. If you didn't grow up on this, take a screenshot, post it and say, guys, what is this? And once you find out what it is, go watch that thing. That was a mad giveaway. Hardcore giveaway. Anyways, we're about to get into another one soon. But before we get into it, don't forget to put your theme over my shoulder. And what's going on over here? People collecting stuff in the lint trap? Looks like The Simpsons. Hey, speaking of The Simpsons, it's one of my favorite cartoons, aside from Bugs Bunny. But I'll take that as a compliment. I grew up on The Simpsons. Simpsons are the best. If you grew up on The Simpsons, whoop whoop. I don't know what people do. What else? Just start drawing, right? That's what this show's about. If you're wondering what this show is about, the Mr. Gray Live Show is about a lot of things. Imagination, silliness, creativity, positivity. We're about a whole lot of things. But mainly, we are all about Sillativity. Did I do it? Did I do it? Do you know what Sillativity is? Sillativity is when you take silliness and creativity, you smash them together, and that's what you get right here at the Mr. Gray Live Show. Alright, get out of there. No more of you. You guys ready to draw? I'm ready to draw. Let's get into this. Let's draw a Chubby. Let's draw the one from the intro. Let's do it. I don't even care. Okay? I'm just gonna do it. Alright, if you draw along with me, you want to make sure your paper is horizontal. Or horizontal if you're one of those caramel detail peoples. Alright, here we go. What are we gonna start with? Who said it? Was that you, Derek? Did you say it? We're gonna start with an eyeball. Once you have the first eyeball, guess what you get to do? A second eyeball. Whoa, Mr. Gray, why did you draw the eyeball so big? It was on purpose. Or purpose. Preposterous. Let's make this a super lazy, chubby, flying He's a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. I guess not. He's a three-eyed, two-horned, flying purple candy eater. All right, eye thingy over the left eye always, because that's where we like to put it. That's where it goes. Okay, so let's draw the top of his head, just like that. And let's go right into here and just draw his mouth. Let's go to and with a cheek, just like that. And why not just, why is this happening? Add 3 teeth, just like that. Huh. You know what? Maybe I should get in front of the board a little more. From my perspective, it is perfect. And come from this perspective, your perspective, he's a little sideways. All right, let's try to counteract this sidewaysness. Illusions. Okay, so draw your character nice round circles. Try not to draw from an angle. Okay, let's draw the top of his body just like this, nice and round, circular. And then, okay, so to do his belly, you want it to droop a little bit. So all you have to do to make it look like there's weight in it is you push in the starting line. And now it looks like, right? Because when it's something heavy, it squeezes the top. Think of like filling up a water balloon from the hose at your house. I hope you do that. I hope you still have water balloon fights. Remember to get out and have water balloon fights. Don't have water balloon fights on the iPad. The only time you should ever be on the iPad is to watch the Mr. Gray live show. True story. Alright, we're going to add that tail. Do you guys remember how to add that tail? We're going to do the same shape that we've done on all of them, which is a rounded triangle. Man, his face. It looks like his face is going in warp drive and his body's moving very slow. Alright, for his feet, this is one easy line. Just like that. Sort of like a J-U thingy bob. And then you're going to repeat this same step, just like that. And let's go up right here. You're going to add a tiny wing, because he is chubby. And the wing is approached the same way that we approach bat wings, dragon wings. And I'm going to add one right there, because you would see a little bit over there. Alright, so now I'm going to switch to my handy dandy. That's right, he's from Space Jam. I forgot to ask that question. He is from Space Jam. Okay, switching to my thinner marker, and let's add some detail. Let's add some hair. Let's add a horn. And, oops, I drew that triangle too quick. Let's add a little horn there. I'm gonna add some lines on those horns just so we can see them. So for the wing, I'm just gonna follow parallel, and I'm gonna break my line up, just like that. Right, one line here, one line there, another line there, and then you do like a J. What song am I thinking of? That's just gonna separate the belly from the beast. All right, so for here, if you've seen me do this on the last couple, right? I like to add these little lines, but make sure you curve with the shape of the tail. You want to curve it with the shape of the tail, and you want Mr. Gray to stop doing that voice. All right, guys, remember the circle party? Circle party. Theme, animals with food heads. I love it. Food head animals. All right, how about this, okay? Here's what I want from you guys. Okay, if you're sitting in here and you aren't typing, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give me a theme. Why don't you challenge me with a theme, okay? Make it as specific as possible, okay? Maybe it's an animal that has duck feet, banana fingers. I don't know. Let me see what you got. How strong is that imagination of yours? It's deep in there, or it's on the surface. Either way, we all have imagination. We just gotta find it. Let's go ahead and add some dots all around here. Oh my gosh, we forgot his hands. All right, for his hands, all we're gonna do are, how about little claws? Just one little claw and another little claw. And here's my advice for you guys. If you're ever drawing a monster, never give them the same amount of appendages that humans have, because then it'll never look like a monster. But once you start adding more than one, it starts to. And if you're gonna add fingers, don't do 5. Do 2, do 100. Try to stay away from the human number. Okay, I'm gonna add some motion lines going around this guy. And remember, lastly, you guys know what to do. Sign your masterpiece. And that is how you draw a chubby flying monster. If you're just joining us, tonight's theme is chubby monsters. And guess who was chosen by? You guys. Everything we draw here on the Mr. Gray Live Show, which is usually every Wednesday, if you didn't know that, except for today, because tomorrow is the 4th of July, and I'm gonna go hang out under the sun. Yeah, we're here every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, same time, so don't forget to follow this page, Mr. Gray, full of awesomeness and positivity. So if you're ever having a bad day, just come here. You'll have a fun time, I promise. If not, that would never happen. So there is no if not. It's just all positiveness. What themes do we got? What themes? Put your themes in now. At the end of the show, in about 15 minutes, we are going to bring out the whimsical Wheel of Whimsy. If you've never seen the show, it's like Wheel of Fortune. We put your theme on it, we spin it, and we find out what we're going to draw next week. So don't be shy. If you're just joining us for the first time ever, no big deal. Just throw in a theme and hang out, see if it gets picked. You will not be disappointed. Is it there? I saw it. It popped over my head. Do it one more time. Do you see the whimsical Wheel of Whimsy? That's what it looks like. It's multicolored. It's multicultural. It's for everybody. Every color. Because here, we support the whole world on the Mr. Gray Live Show. Because everybody's awesome. You guys ready? Hope you guys are having a blast. If you are having a blast, please be my best friend. Share it to the world. Share it to somebody's Facebook. Share it to all your friends. Share it to your mom. Just so your mom's like, what is this? Share it to everybody. Help spread Mr. Gray Live Show to the world. And if you know somebody that likes drawing cartoons, it's perfect. Oh, boy. Cookies. Cookie popped into my head. Okay, are you guys ready? Let me see your ready face. Okay, I can't see you. Are you making the face? You better be making the face. All right, we're gonna draw. You guys ready? I'm ready. What do we want to draw? Chubby monster? Okay. This next one, hold your paper vertically. That means tall ways. And we are gonna draw a chubby monster. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. All right. Guess what we're gonna start with, y'all? Guess what we're gonna start with? An eyeball. Once you have your first eyeball in there, you can add your second eyeball. That's my exaggerated clear in my throat. Let's add 2 random eyeballs. Because why not? And I'm going to put pupils right in the center. I don't care. Just like that. Alright, do you guys remember the first monster we did? Feels like yesterday. Here's what we're going to do. Same shape. You're going to add the left eye thingy. Giraffe with banana neck and duck body. Bring it on. Alright. You're going to go all the way down. You guys remember that from the first one we did? I remember. I remember so good. Okay. So now from this point, it's going to go into his foot. But I'm actually going to... I'm going to have it come out there, you know? Like, Why not? All right, once you got that line there, you can go ahead and you can just swoop up here, and that's going to be the beginning to his foot. And guess what? He is a chubby monster, so we're going to add 2 toes. Not that his chubbiness has anything to do with the amount of toes on his foot, but he is a monster, so let's just go ahead and give him 2 toes. And then what we're going to do with that is you're going to add a parallel line, a parallelogram, and that's going to go right into his thigh bone, which is connected to his hip bone. All right, let's add 2 spiky nails that he hasn't clipped in a really long time. All right, so we're gonna do something funny right off the back, and I do hope you join me on this one. Let's just draw his tail, like flat on the ground, like totally. Like we don't even care. And guess what? Do you guys remember the tail? You should be pros at this point. You know what we're gonna draw? A rounded triangle, just like that. And you know what we're gonna do after that? We're gonna bring this tail back into the body. You see what I did there? I want a little wavy, because sometimes why not? You know, you do whatever you want. Okay, so he is a chubby monster. And you know what? I feel like you guys need to see how lovable this monster is. So let's add his mouth. So here's what we're gonna do. Just like that. And don't forget, guys, start throwing in your themes right now. At the end of the show, we're going to bring out the whimsical wheel of whimsy. We're going to spin it, and we're going to find out what we're drawing next Wednesday. But before we do that, do you guys remember how to draw a mouse? Do you guys remember? I'm going to show you. It's super easy. Ready? See that? Guess what's going to happen next? All you have to do is add a little line, and there's a tongue. It's like magic. Then you add a line like that, and that line that I'm adding is following the curve of that line right there. And then you're going to color that in black. I'm just going to do that, but if you're at home, color it in black, unless you're on your parents' dining table and you have a Sharpie and a really thin piece of paper, then maybe don't draw there. I'm reliving my childhood. Okay, so now we're going to draw a big belly. So right underneath this teeth, you're just going to go ahead and you're going to draw a big old belly, just like that. And let's go ahead and just bring this eye into his body, because he's a little chubby guy. And if you guys love this guy and you love the way he looks, you know what to do. Share this video right now and say, guys, what the heck is this? Attack of the Monster people. Okay, so I'm going to repeat this same shape right over here. Curve it up, curve it up. Everybody curve it up. Let's go ahead and add a drop shadow right here. I don't know. I love drop shadows. They make my heart so happy. And that's what life's about. Gotta do what makes your heart happy. If you're not doing that, well then what the heck are you doing? You know? Know what I mean? Okay. Yep, I think it's time. I'm gonna switch to my thinner marker. This is a super special marker that you actually can't buy anywhere. It was made for me. I call it the Expo. That was the name I came up with. It's totally my idea. Okay, let's give him some spikes, because his name is Spike. And all of his friends call him Derek. It's an inside joke. Not my inside joke, Spike's. I actually don't know what the joke means. It's just something he tells me. My drawings talk to me sometimes. Does that make me crazy? Maybe. You know what? Let's give him, I don't know why I feel like doing this, but let's give him 2 eyebrows. I don't know. Why not? I guess we're gonna have to balance it out. An eyebrow over here. Eyebrow. He's like, hey guys, look at, you guys are witnessing OCD at its finest. I really wish it would be pitch black. This is why I don't color these in black. You'd see me here for an hour trying to make it perfect. Anyways, let's keep moving on. All right, so let's add some arms. So you're gonna draw 2 parallel lines just like that, curved. D-rec, dare, rec. And let's just do 2 fingers. Let's do it again. For dare, rack, dare, rick, dare, rack. Do you guys remember DJ Trex? Speaking of DJ Trex, I have some new prints on my website. I mean, not really new, but I finally got more made. They've been sold out for a while, but they are finally there for a new awesome price of $12.99. And by $12.99, I mean $1,200. I'm just kidding. $12 bills. 12 George Washington bills. Is that who's on the dollar bill? I hope so. Let's add some nostrils. Do you guys remember the circle party? Circle party. Trees with longer than average arms. Okay. I like the imagination on that one. I think you guys can push your imagination a little bit further. Owls stealing things. Come on, push it further. How wacky can your brain get? I want to see how weird your brain is. Oh, apparently we're out of space. Oh boy, you guys have been sending so many themes. I guess we're out of space, but we're gonna find out. Oh dang, we're gonna find out in 5 minutes. Right after this drawing, we're gonna find out what we're drawing next week, right here on the Mr. Gray Live Show on Wednesday, because that's usually when we're here. So if you're wondering, every Wednesday, oh, that makes him look angry. I'm gonna get rid of that. That scares me. Don't draw that line. That scared me. Okay, let's go ahead and give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 belly buttons. That's right, 6 belly buttons. And I'm gonna go around and just add some texture dots, and you do the same. And don't forget, guys, to message me on Facebook. I don't bite, I promise. And send me your drawings, because I'm gonna post them. Oh, how dare you? I saw that. Where did I do an oopsie doopsie? Did I do an oopsie doopsie? You guys, where? I don't see it. Somewhere. Oh, haha, I fixed it. I'm so sleek and quick. I'm like a kitty cat. I almost got away from the oopsie doopsie screen. Somehow it catches me. I think we're done. All right, you guys know what the last thing to do is? Rodent bodybuilders. Love it. Sign your masterpiece. Just make sure you don't sign it, Mr. Gray. Unless, of course, your name ends with Gray. I know of 3, 4, 5. Okay. I know a lot of people that it ends with Gray, my family. But I can't remember how many there are. There's a lot of them. 60. Probably not. Probably under 20. Under 20 people. Well, no, because some are female. I'm rambling. I hope you guys are having a blast on the Mr. Gray Live Show. I know I am. I know that my friend Ken and Barbie are also having a blast. Pound it. What else? I think it's, what is it? Was it a whimsical whimsy time? I think so. What do you think? I'm getting, the studio is burning down around me. All right, guys, are you ready for the whimsical wheel of whimsy? If you've been waiting this whole time, it's coming. Ready? 3, 2, 1. It's time for the whimsical wheel of whimsy. This is when we find out what we're gonna draw next week on the Mr. Gray Live Show. Let's find out what you guys, where's my marker? And the list. Woo! We have Mickey Mouse, Bugs Bunny. Okay, I can't draw any of these. I'm kidding. All right, let's find out what we're drawing right here on the Mr. Gray Live Show. Is it gonna be numbers? You know what, wait, let's do that. Numbers as, look at how like current I am. Dang it. Okay. Just as I'm bragging, apparently that means at. So when I thought I was typing in my email, QuickDraw McDrew as Gmail, I thought I was Gmail. Okay. Bodybuilders. Oh boy, this is so many words. Bodybuilders with baby faces. Now, isn't there a singer baby face? I think we need clarification there. Pirate birds with tiny People. Okay, boy. Their shoulders. Jesus. That was a long one. I guess, you know what? I guess I'm the one who said, to be specific. So, it's kind of my fault. And, okay. Let's take a break with this one. Wild West. Wickedy Wild. Wickedy Wild Wild West. Jim West. Desperado. Rough Rider. No, you don't want nada. None of this. Six brother guns running thus. Something. All. No. Animal food with all S's food group. Oh. 5 food groups. There might be 6 food groups. I'm not sure. Maybe 7. Animals. I don't know how to spell animals. From Australia, mate. That's probably close. I'm getting carpal tunnel from all these. Okay. Elephant. Elephant head with dragon wings, 4 ears, and oh my god, small bunny body. Jeez. Okay. Animals with unibrows. What's up? I don't even know what that is. Animals with unibrow. There is so much left to go. Giraffe. I should just do interpretive dances for each of these. With banana, neck, and duck. I'm not even going to be able to read it when it gets picked. Rejected. Oh, this was last time. Right? Rejected. Birthday. Party. My writing is just getting worse and worse as I go along. I'm not even writing real words. Like, what is that? Animal drag queens? Okay. I'm sure I could find a playful way to draw that one. Upside down drawings. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Whoever put that one, that's just cruel. Okay? I really hope that one doesn't get picked. Because how am I going to hang myself from the ceiling? That's so hard. You guys are like, what? You're missing the point. Or am I? Musical instruments. Okay. I ain't mad at you. Wait, how's that 14? What did I miss? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, huh? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'm gonna put spin again because my brain is not figuring that one out. Okay. Let's find out what we're gonna draw next week on the Mr. Gray Live Show. Are you ready? I'm ready. In 3, 2, 1, next week, 7 o'clock. Right here on the Mr. Gray Live Show, we are going to be drawing big money, big money, big money. We are going to be drawing giraffe with banana neck and duck body. Yep, that's it. Next week, whoops, 7 o'clock, right here on the Mr. Gray Live Show. Let me fix that and knock it out of the way. We are going to be drawing giraffes with banana necks and a duck body. So that means, that means we got to draw 7 different giraffes with 7 different banana neck. Either way, it's going to be interesting. So make sure you tune in next week right here, 7 o'clock, Mr. Gray Live Show, right here on Facebook, where we're going to be drawing giraffes with banana bodies and duck feet. And, we're going to see what I cook up. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun. So, until next time, guys, you know what to do. Stay positive. Stay creative. And above all, stay silly. What? What do you mean? Oh, wait, that's not what my voice sounds like. It sounds like this. Hey. What did you think of the show? I thought it was amazing. Hey, did you ever notice that your voice sounds like my voice? Huh.
I guess I never thought about it because I don't have ears. I only have one big eyeball. Well, I have two big arms that I can crawl on and swing on. Oh, hey, did you know Mr. Gray is super cool? Of course I knew that. I knew that before you. You're a baby. I'm not a baby.